that are houses built on parks, and they're connected by light rail, and you have like these little satellite cities, and you see up there it says group of slumless, smokeless cities, okay? Because they wanted to separate, the citizens from, the industrial activities that at that time were the ones that were powering the economy. Remember that this is the late industrial revolution, so industrial activities were actually, quite dirty. And you have here this collection of cities that are connected by rail and canals and so forth. And the Garden City was also another city that was also built, just like civic art buildings were built in cities. Suburbs were built around cities following this, Garden City idea. But the problem of these garden cities is that they were relatively low density, and you need to fit a lot of people in cities. So as a way to try to accommodate for that, you have other movements like modernism, pushed by Charles Jeanneret, better known as Le Corbusier. And what Le Corbusier was trying to advocate is that the city was a machine for living. He was kind of like obsessed with this kind of like machine analogy. So he was trying to design a city that was extremely efficient and extremely uniform, because that uniformity was going to lead to efficiency. And it was also a city in which you would separate all of the uses. So you have residential uses separate from commercial uses, and you would have also those commercial uses separate from industrial uses. This was a city that was high density because you had like towers built around parks and highways, okay? And that had huge separations of uses. Just, if you guys don't know that picture there, that's Le Corbusier's plan for Paris, which is called the Arabian City, and we're all lucky that that was not built. But we get another idea of, how people are having these implicit ideas of how the physical environment should shape people's behavior, how the physical environment should be built, and eventually different parts of the cities are being built according to all of these theories. Of course, then we have Jane Jacobs. Jane Jacobs understood cities in a different way, in which she saw the complex social order of cities as what was more fundamental. So she advocated for neighborhoods that had buildings of mixed age and mixed uses as a way to help catalyze the social interactions that she saw as what were the most important aspects of cities. And last but not least, we have Wilson's and Kelling's broken windows theory, also published in The Atlantic, so we went full circle now. And Wilson and Kelly broken windows theory can be divided into two theories that sometimes get confused. On the one hand, you have the theory that tells you that you should police people that commit minor offenses as a way to deter people from committing major offenses. So that's the broken windows theory of policing. Okay? There's another broken windows theory, which is also related to this article, which is the idea that signs of disorder in the environment would lead to behavioral disorder. Okay? So that when the city looks disordered, people are more likely to commit crimes. And that's different than the policing theory. Yeah? The thing is, as you can see, we don't have a shortage of theories of how the physical environment should shape, social interactions or, the life of a city's citizens. But the problem is that even though we have all of the theories, most of the theories are often not tested. So when I joined the lab in 2010, I started a research agenda, in which I said, well, I'm going to try to develop some methods that we could use to start testing these theories. And the stumbling block was quite obvious, we did not have any measures about cities' physical environment. Measuring the physical environment of a city is quite hard. So in 2011, we released our first effort to try to quantify a city's physical environment, and this was the Place Rules project, which was based on this idea of a visual perception survey, which is a tool that some urban planners had used in the past, but they have never been able to scale. So we used crowdsourcing to take images from Google Street View and put them side by side in a side and ask people which place looks safer, or which place looks more upper class, or which place looks more unique. And by putting images side by side, we have a very easy way for people to score